Oh, I've been on the farm all my life, and my dad put us in the dairy business because I had two other brothers, and he felt like that was a good way to keep us focused on the right things in life. And it taught me so many things. But I was a calf grower, and taking care of those baby infant calves that couldn't do for themselves taught you the lessons that of life, that you got to take care of your own, you got to take care of people, you got to take care of your friends and neighbors, and you got to take care of your animals and your crops. So learning the wonderful things of life is the things I remember most in farming. But being around your dad and working with him each and every day, and learning what he has learned over his lifetime was just valuable to me. Agriculture is so important to our country. It's taken for granted each and every day when people go to a grocery store at 24 hours a day and get it. But what they don't understand, the general public don't understand, is what limits we have to go to and how much hard work we put into it and how big a business it is to get that product to the market. But our country depends on it. And there's a lot of other countries that depend on it. Farming and agriculture is really a national security issue, because if you talk to generals in our military, they'll tell you a country that have people there that are hungry first become jealous, then they become mad, and then they start fighting everything because they have that need of food in their life. We're so fortunate as Americans, and we're so fortunate as farmers to be able to be in this country and provide for our country and the world. I've traveled the country over the last 2 years. I actually got 4 more states to get to, and I will have completed my tour across America. But I've talked to farmers and ranchers on their farms, and the issues I hear about, the #1 issue across America is farm labor. And farm labor is a very difficult issue to talk about in Washington, because farm labor goes right along with immigration reform, and that's such a sensitive issue. Hopefully we're going to find some solutions in that area and be able to also talk about the situation that around the people that's been working on our farms for 15 or 20 years that may be not documented correctly. The other issue that I hear mostly when I go across America is regulatory issues. Regulatory reform in the Endangered Species, the Clean Water Act, and Clean Air Act. We need to have some renewing of those pieces of legislation so that our farmers won't be burdened by all those regulations. And with Mr. Pruitt heading up our EPA, we think we've got a great opportunity to make some changes there with the support of Secretary Perdue. One of the issues that I talk to farmers across America is about trade. A lot of them are really excited about it, and a lot of them are concerned. But trade is something that we have to have on our farms to keep our farm income up. 30% of our farm income across America comes from foreign trade. So the renegotiation of NAFTA, the discussion around Korea, and most importantly, new trade treaties are important to us. We need to call our congressman and senator, tell them today that we need to put pressure on this administration to get the work done in the trade areas so that we can keep agriculture moving forward. If I had a nugget of wisdom to share with our farmers and ranchers across this country, is that the same nugget that my dad gave me. He says, you got to get outside your fence rows, son. There's too many things going on in this world that affect your business, your family, and your community, and you need to be part of that. Whether it be president of your local county farm bureau, or whether it be commissioner of agriculture, or whether it be commissioner of your county commissioners or your school board. You need to be part of your community, because those were the rules and regulations set that we had to abide by every day, and we need to make sure that we step out and give back to our communities that has been so good to us as farmers and ranchers. And in doing that, we'll develop relationships with people off the farm and give them an understanding of what we do and how valuable we are to them in their everyday life.